support a boycott of states with racist governors and voter suppression? 866-99-SIRIUS, 866-997-4748. Do you support a boycott of states with racist governors and voter suppression? Those are our two questions. We're streaming on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Make it play. And then on Instagram, at Minister with 2 T's. So if you like, you can reply right there. Please, ma'am. Please, sir. So, Lucy McBath won. And as you know, every Friday we play loud music in memory of her son, Jordan Davis, who was killed because he was simply listening to loud music in a car. A nut job shot him. And she's been campaigning against gun violence ever since. And now she has been elected to the 6th district in Georgia. We'll ring that bell and we will play loud music in memory of her son, Jordan Davis. 866-99-SIRIUS, 866-997-4748. Again, we take the calls as they come in. We don't put anybody on hold. Do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker? Do you support a boycott of states with racist governors and voter suppression? Let's roll. Let's get you on the record. Air code 405. 405, God bless you. Good morning. Get woke. Get rid of impeachment. Do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker? 405.
No, I do not.
You do not? Okay, you want to expound?
He is old school, and it's time for the new school to come in. We need new blood with the energy that is on the younger side right now.
With new energy that's on what now? On what side?
On the younger side, the younger people coming in are bringing the energy into the party, and it's time that that energy is represented.
Okay. All right. Do you support a boycott of states with racist governors and voter suppression?
Yes, I do. I think it's time for them to feel some pushback with their policies.
Okay. All right then. Thank you. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.
All right, air code 859. 859, God bless you. Good morning. Get woke. Get ready for impeachment. Welcome to Friday Morning Fights. 859. Do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker?
So I think she's going to be Speaker no matter what. So I will support her and back her in her agenda. But also, I'm not going to disparage people who want a vigorous debate. I'm not going to push out young people that we just brought into this campaign because they don't support her. I think we got to end this either-or mentality and recognize that both can be true. We can support Nancy right now if she's going to be Speaker and she's going to try to do some stuff we really need her to do. But we don't have to scream at people because they don't support her. That's democracy. And that's okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Do you support a boycott of states with racist governors and voter suppression?
In theory, yes, but I have not seen a boycott really work in these last 2 years. We have talked about so many boycotts. I've been boycotting Papa John's and Walmart for years, and
You've been doing that on your own, huh?
Well, I kind of thought everybody was going to listen, but apparently not. And it just doesn't seem like boycotts take off these days. People are not ready to give up anything, and it's real frustrating. So it almost feels like it's screaming in the wind.
Okay. All right.
You have a good weekend, Mark.
All right. You do the same. Enjoy your weekend. 866-99-SIRIUS, 866-997-4748. Friday Morning Fights is underway. Question number 1, do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker? Question number 2, do you support a boycott of states with racist governors and voter suppression? 866-997-4748. Taking your calls as they come in. 205, God bless you, good morning. Get ready for impeachment. 205, do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker?
Yeah, but the only thing I don't like is every time we take over, she's nice to them. I wish she would just stop doing that. They're not going to sit there and be. They need to be like they are when they're in charge, just straight bulldogs. I wish she would start doing that.
Okay. So let me just ask you this, though. Give me an example of when she was nice to them.
She works with them to get policies. You know, she's more forthcoming with the policies as far as working with them. They just ram stuff straight through. We need to start doing it their way. And saying it to the Senate, you either take it or leave it, and fight with them like they do with us.
Can we win? Can we win elections that way?
Oh, yes, we can. Because as long as they're fighting for us, we have no choice but to fight for them. It's all about who you're fighting for. If they fighting for corporations, screw them. If they're fighting for us, yes, they'll win every time. It's been proven this time, Lord. They got out there. They politic for us. They talk to us about our needs, about our health care, about this infrastructure. They did it.
But you're aware that the Affordable Care Act, which she got passed, was done on a bipartisan basis.
Not really. It was kind of, sort of. They didn't really.
At least we made an effort at bipartisanship, whether they did it or not.
Yeah, and I agree with that. But
so I'm just wondering if it's a good idea to try to operate the way they operate. Because see, the media don't treat us like them. The media applauds them when they act the way they act. They don't applaud us and they attack us. We can't always do the same thing they do.
But you know, we need to put a carrot in front of them and treat them like donkeys. I mean, that's the way they do us. I mean, I ain't saying be as you know, they are nasty. Democrats are nasty people. We're not going to sit there and dog somebody out like Jim Jeffries would or something like that. You know, somebody who done, you know, watched little boys get raped in his, you know, when he was a college coach, wrestling coach. You know, we don't sit there and try to put people in charge like that. Democrats aren't nasty people.
All right, okay.
We will try to work with you.
All right.
But I just wish when we get to that point where they don't want to work with us, this is the way it's going to be.
All right, thank you. Also, do you support a boycott of states with racist governors and voter suppression?
Mark, if I could drive around those states, if it didn't cost me so much, I'd drive around them.
All right. Thank you, man. Enjoy your weekend. You know, I just want to say this, and somebody tweeted this morning. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but let's try to. I think we owe it to ourselves and our party. We just had a good win. So even for those of you who are opposed to Nancy Pelosi, I'm going to ask you who you would have in her place, number one. And number two, what is the specific reason? It seems a lot of people opposed to her don't really even know the reason why or have a reason. Okay, so it can't just be a feeling. Because if it's a feeling, I'm willing to bet you it's a feeling that was ginned up by the right wing. Just like a lot of Hillary hate wasn't organic to us, it was something that the right wing in Russia ginned up via, you know, social media and opinions. You know they do the same thing. I mean, we just did a whole big expose on Facebook, y'all. That's the business Facebook is in. Destroying people's character. Y'all think Facebook is cute and funny and touchy-feely and fuzzy and warm. They destroy the character of politicians they're not in favor of. So let's be clear. So I'm just going to challenge you. If we're going to have this debate, let's be intelligent about it. Let's be clear about it. And there may be some good and strong arguments that you may have. But feeling, you know, I'm not feeling, honestly. So I'm going to challenge you a little bit on that. Friday Morning Fights, 866-99-SERIOUS. 347, you're next. Quarter past hour, 347. God bless you. Good morning. Get woke, get rid of impeachment, 347. Do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker?
Mark, I have no problem with Nancy Pelosi being the Speaker. I think she suffers from the same affliction that Hillary Clinton did, where the GOP spent tens of millions of dollars creating a boogie woman that they can run against from Florida to Washington State. But I think the only thing she needs to watch out for is this new progressive wing that was recently elected. They're not going to be quiet. And if she comes even with at least a little bit of this corporate Democrat mentality, she's going to start a fight inside of our party like nothing, because these new guys are not going to be quiet.
Second question, do you support a boycott of states with racist governors and voter suppression?
I support a boycott, but I think it has to be more targeted than just the whole state. I think we need to look at their donor list and find these corporations that have hidden donations inside the individual list, and that's who we need to target, not the whole state.
All right. Thank you, man. Enjoy your weekend. Area code 323-323. God bless you. Good morning. Get woke. Get ready for peace. Walking Friday morning fights. 323. Do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker?
Yes, I do. And I think it's time for these young folks to understand if you got to learn where the bathroom is first before you go in and try to take leadership from somebody. Work with her, learn the rules, learn what's going on, but don't shoot ourselves in the feet. Why do Democrats do this? Why do they let somebody else, give us the narrative to follow? This woman has brought the Democratic House to a majority. She stood with Obama to get Obamacare. She raised all kind of money. So some of these new people can't even pay up for an apartment in Washington. Let's not raise money. Come on now, let's have some common sense. You don't go on a basketball team and replace the superstar because you brought a young rookie in there. Come on.
All right.
And yes, I do support boycotting states.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Enjoy your weekend. 866-99 series, air code 757-757. God bless you. Good morning. Get woke. Get rid of impeachment. 757. Welcome to Friday Morning Fights. Do you support Nancy Pelosi?
Hey, good morning, Mark. How are you?
Fine. Do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker? 757.
Yeah. Hey, to answer your question, yes, I support Nancy Pelosi. And it's too bad we can't put enter at your own risk on those states that practice those racist actions. And if I could just give a comment about Nancy Pelosi, a lot of these people fail to realize, and I know money, we like to think on the left that money is not a big thing, especially when it comes to politics, but money is still in politics, and it's going to be there until the law changes. Nancy Pelosi raised over $300 million to get a lot of those people elected, to get newly elected people to Congress. No offense to anybody else out there, but who else is going to raise that kind of money? I'm just keeping it real.
So in fairness, because people, a lot of people don't have specific criticism. Marsha Fudge said last night that she has raised a lot of money. Let me see if I can find the clip. She has raised a lot of money, but wealthy people, she said, tend to raise money from other wealthy people. I'm paraphrasing. She's not that in love with that idea. Just because
right.
She raises money, she's not impressed with that.
I like Marsha Fudge, and if she's a speaker, then we'll all get behind and support her. I'm just thinking my personal opinion at this time, like you said earlier, the Democrats, did a great job, especially within the Congress, of, getting these people elected. And to me now, and understood a lot of those people ran on the fact that they were anti-Pelosi. And your statements were so true. The press has done a great job of, making Nancy Pelosi and Hillary Clinton, for that matter, making them for lack of a better phrase, the boogeyman. They the bad guys. Here in 757, all the ads that Scott Taylor ran were, if you elect Laura, I think I can't remember her name now, Lauria, then you're electing Nancy Pelosi. They just kept trying to tie those people together. I mean, and that was the only thing the Republicans had. Okay, if you elect this person, you're going to elect Nancy Pelosi. And you brought up a good point about the health care. Nancy Pelosi got those votes together within her caucus. Look at Republicans. Paul Ryan can't get those people together. That's why they couldn't pass anything. You got all these separate factions within the Republican Party, the Freedom Caucus, and all these other clowns out there. They can't get those folks together. They always have to bend and bow to, what their needs are. But Nancy Pelosi is able to get the votes, get the people, whip them up, and put forth an agenda that works for the people who voted for her. But as long as if she's demonized, and that's really what it is, that's what happens.
All right. Thank you, my brother. Enjoy your weekend.
Come together. Stop fighting each other, man. We don't need to be like the other folks. We got momentum. Democrats need to stop walking around like we lost last week. We kicked behind, and we can continue to do the same in 2020 if you stop fighting over stupid stuff.
Right. Okay, man. Thank you.
It's my opinion.
All right.
And you have a blessed weekend, brother.
And you did say you support the boycott.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
You know what? I wish you could put a sign up said, enter at your own risk when you go to those states.
Yeah. We know that. Yeah, right. We know NAACP does travel advisories, and then sometimes that's as effective. So we need to think about it.
Yeah, and they need to keep doing them.
Yeah. Thank you, doctor.
All right, have a good one.
All right, take it now. 866-99-SIRIUS. Let me do this just to create some context, if I could. Because we've got Marsha Fudge, I believe, on this. And why don't we take a listen to Marsha Fudge? I think this is courtesy of CNN. I think Marsha Fudge, in her own words, just so again we can have some context about what her thinking is. Heretofore, we've not heard much. I was trying to bring the music down so I can play this, but you brought me back up. Hold up.
I'll have to bring you up so you can play the clip.
No, you don't have to bring it up yet because you haven't heard the clip yet. Yeah, just leave it down because I'm operating out of the same pot. That's why I'm doing it like that. All right, so here's Marsha Fudge from last night.
Know if you have made a decision yet about whether you'll be making a run for speaker?
I've not made a decision. I'm still thinking about it.
And what are you weighing right now in this decision-making process?
I mean, it's a big decision. I mean, the speaker does an awful lot of things. That's travel, the fundraising, a lot of the things that go along with being speaker. It's an awful big task. So I want to make sure that I'm making the right decision.
I won't ask you to name names, but we know that a group of about 17 people has signed on to a letter saying that they would support alternative leadership within the Dem caucus. How many of your colleagues have you heard from, either today or within the last few days?
I have been overwhelmed with people. It has been heartwarming and humbling to know how many people think that I should do this. It is something that people have been thinking about, I think, for some time. And I just am really, really pleased that they have the kind of confidence in me that they think that I'm the person that should be able to do this.
About how many of your colleagues would you say you've heard from?
Lots.
Like 20, 30?
Or more.
Or more. Interesting. Were you at the Dem caucus meeting this afternoon at all?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Why didn't you attend?
Because I was just busy. Okay. Haven't written any other reason.
Okay. Busy on some of these speaker conversations that you're having?
No, I had some meetings. Because there's two meetings yesterday and two today, it just didn't work on my schedule that I could spend that many hours in a caucus meeting.
Coming out of the caucus meeting, you ran into Congressman Clyburn, who says that he's been speaking with you about this bid. Have you spoken with him again this afternoon? He kind of indicated that conversation.
Yes, I just left his office, actually. There was a quick meeting for his desire to be the whip, so I was at some meetings.
And did he encourage you at all to run?
We didn't discuss it. We just discussed his issue. But I would say this. Everybody knows Jim Clyburn and I are very close friends, just as I'm very close to some of the members of his body. They are encouraging, but they are also, because they are my friends, are saying to me, take your time and think about it. You don't have to rush. The election is not until January, so we have plenty of time.
All right, so that's Marsha Fudge. Here's the other clip I wanted you to hear. I think that's important. Is
Potential speaker candidate Marsha Fudge.
That's not the right one. But there was one where she called Nancy Pelosi elitist. Here's Nancy Pelosi's response. Wait a minute. Here we go. Let me try that again.
What do you make of Marsha Fudge trying to challenge you, or considering challenging?
Say to everybody, come on in, the water's warm. Yes, ma'am.
About the role of gender in the speakership race. Representative Ryan said yesterday that there are plenty of women who can replace you and he named, among others, Marsha Fudge. Is he playing the gender card there?
I'm engaged in that because I had 137,000 ads against me in the campaign. That put some, shall we say, pressure on our candidates because I've never run for national office, so most people don't even know who I am. An Italian-American grandmother with lots of energy and a mother of 5, grandmother of 9, who is here to do what's right for the future, not for my family. They're fine.
All right, so that's a little bit from the both of them. So just wanted to give everybody, be sure everybody has some context so we're not all just talking out of school. I can't find the clip. I'm going to keep looking for where she actually, Marsha Fudge actually calls Nancy Pelosi elitist. All right. So questions. Do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker? We're back on Friday Morning Fights. Do you support a boycott of states with racist governors and voter suppression? I want to get everybody on the record as many as we can. I appreciate everyone's patience. I see the lines are ringing. I'm coming right back to you right now. 419. God bless you. Good morning. Get rid of impeachment. Welcome to Friday Morning Fights. Do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker? 419.
Yeah, I support Nancy Pelosi, and by that I mean I'm not going to fall into the trap of all the demonization and all that that's taking place from the Trump camp. Anytime Trump's against somebody, I'm for him. But, yeah, I think it should be a fair process, though. If somebody else can do the job better than her, then they should be in there. But until that happens, you know, I'm going to be behind the strongest candidate.
All right. Thank you, man. Do you support states? Do you support boycott of states that practice, that have racist governors and practice voter suppression?
Yes, I do. But I just, for instance, I have a timeshare in Florida, and, you know, the people that I deal with have been totally fair and upfront and, you know, so on and so forth. So I just think it should be more targeted, as one of your earlier callers said, you know, and not just everybody. If we can figure out a way to do that, you know, we don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
But part of a boycott is we got to stop spending our money in those states, period.
I got you, and I'm conflicted in that area.
And everybody wants to go to Florida for vacay.
Yeah. I just got a lot invested, Mark, and that's, you know, so that's my conflict. You know, I want to just do it wholeheartedly, full force, but it's not really practical for me right now. But, yeah, I'm still for doing, you know, whatever we could possibly do down there, because it is just totally unjust, a lot of the behavior down there, and I surely don't want to support that. All right. But, you know, I just want to do it carefully.
All right. Enjoy your weekend. 866-99-SERIOUS. Here goes 774. God bless you. Good morning. Get woke. Get rid of impeachment. 774. Welcome to Friday Morning Fights. Question number 1. Do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker? 774. Are you there? All right. Not sure what's going on there. 617. God bless you. Good morning. Get woke. Get rid of impeachment. Welcome to Friday Morning Fight. 617. Question number 1. Do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker?
Mark, I'm going to make this real simple. You support Medicare for all?
Yeah.
90% of Democrats support Medicare for all. Nancy Pelosi does not. We should have a leader of the Democratic caucus who supports the will of the people, who represents the will of the people. And there's also a reason why Donald Trump endorsed Nancy Pelosi for Speaker, because he knows how unpopular she is across the country. She has a less than 50% approval rating among Democrats. They use her in every single race to demonize the Democratic Party.
Well, now the Medicare for all piece is accurate, but it's not fair to blame her for the way they've demonized her. Her unpopularity is not because of anything she did. They do women candidates the same way. They do the same thing Nancy Pelosi that they do to Hillary Clinton. And honestly, as a woman, you have to acknowledge that. Just to say that she's unpopular organically is just not true. That's all been manufactured and manipulated.
Okay, well, the point of it is, she also supports something called PAYGO, which is something the Republicans have not done. They've given out these tax breaks without worrying about how to pay for it. And when she's going to come in and she's going to use PAYGO when we actually have a chance to use progressive policies.
You say Republicans have not supported PAYGO? I don't.
Yeah.
What it,
They
so,
gave
what,
out the
so you're
tax
saying
credit.
you're saying that she supports PAYGO. I mean, are there any Democrats that don't support it?
Well, they shouldn't support it.
Okay. All right. Do you support a boycott of states with racist governors and voter suppression?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm doing some reading as you brought that up. Apparently, Nancy Pelosi is open to Medicare for all. She hadn't fully endorsed it, but she's open to it. That's the latest news. 86699 series 231. God bless you. Good morning. Get woke. Get ready for impeachment. Welcome to Friday Morning Fights 231. Do you support Nancy Pelosi? Do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker?
Yes, I do support her. I've actually talked to you about this before. I think she has the backbone we need in that seat. I think something that we don't often think about or tend to forget is that this person may be called upon to step in as President of the United States. And bottom line, you have to look at her credentials, whether she has the spine for it, whether the person is capable to lead our entire country if she's called or he is called upon. And so, yeah, I support Nancy. I think she has the savvy and the know-how and the experience to do the job.
All right. Do you support a boycott of states with racist governors and voter suppression?
Yes, I do. Okay. Actually, we found that boycotts do have an impact. And sometimes when we don't have the power in Washington, like we've been in this position for a couple of years, sometimes we have to be more practical. And it's worked with boycotting shows on Fox. It's had a huge impact, and I don't see why that can't translate into a statewide boycott.
Gotcha.
But I think a lot of states you don't hear about every day need some work too.
Amen. Amen. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your weekend. All right, take care now. 86699 series 571. God bless you. Good morning. Get woke. Get ready for impeachment. Welcome to Friday Morning Fights 571. Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker. Yay or nay?
Yes. And I say that because I hear a lot of the younger folks say she's too old. Well, we can't just get rid of people because they become old. She's wise. She knows how to maneuver in D.C., and I don't see anybody else that's going to raise the kind of money that Nancy Pelosi raises.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I hear them come with this argument of just we need somebody young, well, that's fine, but we need somebody seasoned as well. So maybe they should let Nancy Pelosi be in there for the 2 years like she wants and groom the next speaker.
Okay. Do you support a boycott of states with racist governors and voter suppression?
Absolutely.
All right. That's easy. Thank you, brother. Have a good weekend.
Have a good one.
All right. Power to the people. All right. 419. God bless you. Good morning. Get woke. Get ready for impeachment. Welcome to Friday Morning Fights. 419. 24 minutes before the hour. What say you? Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker, yay or nay?
Well, I'm a conservative, Mark. Talk to you every week. As far as Nancy goes, I guess I really don't care either way. But I hear a lot of people saying she's for Medicare for all. Now, I'm not totally against that. But how would you guys suggest that we pay for that?
Well, actually, the last couple of callers, one of the debates is that there's some who say she's not emphatically for it, which she isn't. She has not emphatically stated that she's for Medicare for all. I think she's now saying she's open. She's open to it. So that's not a foregone conclusion.
Are you for Medicare for all?
Yeah, I think that's the only way to go. We can't keep having people dying because of health care. Other countries do it all the time in other parts of the world. It's common everywhere.
How do they pay for it?
Well, I'm not sure how they do it in every country, but right now in every other country. But right now in this country, we spend more on health care already per capita than anywhere else, and as a percentage of GDP, more than any other country on the earth. So I think you have to cut down on administration costs. Who was I with the other day that was telling me in the other countries you don't have all the administrative overhead. Bernie Sanders says that we could save up to $500 billion a year on administrative costs by moving to a Medicare for all single-payer system.
What is administrative cost? What is that?
Well, for example, in other countries, you just go directly to see the doctor, and you have a card, and when you go to see the doctor, all of your information shows up on a computer screen. Sometimes there's not even a receptionist. Part of the problem here is because we have a private healthcare industry. There are a lot of people who work in that industry that aren't even doctors, so to speak. We could streamline all of that. All right. There could be a slightly different arrangement between employers in terms of what they contribute. There could be savings from health tax expenditures. There are a number of ways to do it. And obviously, I'm just being honest with you, it doesn't help when you're giving the wealthy who can afford it all these tax cuts that aren't coming back into the economy or the system. You're paying for them. See, this notion that the wealthy pay for everybody else under the Republican administration, that's not the way it works. The poor and the middle class pay for the wealthy. But anyway, we got off on a whole other thing. I got to get to other people.
All right.
You don't care about Nancy Pelosi. Second question. I already know the answer because you're a conservative.
Well, I hope they do boycott Florida because I go down there every year and it'd be a lot easier to drive around.
Yeah, but you don't have a problem with governors that practice racism and voter suppression. You're okay with that?
I think that's an opinion. I don't think that's a fact.
You don't think racism exists?
I don't think governors and the ones.
No. Let me
being racist.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think racism exists?
Well, yeah, I believe it does because I hear you be racist to a lot of people every week. I believe it happens on both sides, not just with whites.
Yeah, I don't practice racism.
Well, that's an opinion.
No, it's not an opinion. So I want you to state the facts of my racism. Who have I discriminated against, kept from a job, lynched, enslaved? List the people that I've done that to.
Me.
How so?
I call in every week. Every week.
So hold up, stupid. Hold up, stupid white man. You call in every week and you get through, don't you?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you call in every week. Can I come to your house and have dinner every week? Is a black person sitting at your dinner table every week? No. But you can get through on this phone every week. So how am I discriminating against you?
Well, Mark, if you called me and said you'd like to come over for dinner, you'd be more than welcome.
Answer my question, you ignorant man. How am I discriminating against you, ignorant man, when you just admitted you call here every week and get through? I'm not obligated to take your call.
No, but when you do take my call, then you cuss me out and call me a racist white man.
I haven't called you that yet today. I'm trying to get you to codify.
You called me a stupid white man.
Well, because you are stupid. When I ask you to quantify,
so you had to add in white man.
Because that's what you are. To quantify, you call me racist. Are you not a white woman? Are you white?
Or are you a stupid black man?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not at all. But you're a stupid white man because you will not answer the question. You charge me with discriminating against people, and you cannot cite.
No, I didn't. You said that.
No,
I didn't say. I did not say discriminating. I said you're racist.
Wait a minute. That's what racism is. It's discrimination. See how stupid you are. What is racism but discrimination?
Well, my
What is
definition of racism is making a judgment on somebody by their color.
That's
and you make a
discrimination.
judgment on me because I'm white.
Not to make a judgment on you because you're
my
white.
That's my definition.
What judgment have I made of you because you're white?
You calling me stupid white man. You're saying I'm stupid, saying I'm racist.
I'm not calling you stupid because you white. I'm calling you stupid because you stupid.
Then why'd you call me a white man then? Why'd you say white? Why'd you even bring color into it?
Because it's white men like you who project racism on the others. And you won't acknowledge your own racism. There's nothing racist about me.
You won't acknowledge yours.
And furthermore, the other reason I called you white, you say I discriminate. You are a white man and a no-good conservative who calls here every week, and I allow you to come on air as a white male conservative. So how am I discriminating? So how am I discriminating against you? How am I discriminating against you? How am I discriminating against you, Devil?
You are not discriminating. I never said you were. I
you
said
you said I'm racist. You said I'm racist toward you.
Because you're a judgmental black man.
How so?
Well,
you call me racist. Wait. You call me racist. You would say that's not judgmental, but how am I judgmental?
Because every time I call in or anybody else calls in that you don't agree with, you automatically start calling them a devil or a stupid white person or a racist. You're judgmental just because somebody disagrees with you.
No. This is not
a black man that disagrees with you. You call him Uncle Tom.
Well, let's talk about disagreement. What are we disagreeing about today?
What are we disagreeing about?
Yeah, today.
I don't think they was being racist. I don't think they were being racist in Florida.
No, we're disagreeing right now because you said I'm racist. That's why we're having this conversation. That's why I'm jumping on you, because you have no basis or foundation to even say that.
Well, you have no basis to say I am.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
And the basis is projection. When you call,
why do you hate white people so much? Why do you hate white people so much?
When a no good,
is there an underlying problem with you?
When a no good conservative like you, this is what you all do, all of you. When you call black people racist, like Trump called Yamiche Alcindor racist the other day, that's projection. It's a deflection, so you don't have to address the issue. That in and of itself is racist. Is this racist, Mr. President? Oh no, I'm not racist. It's racist for you to ask that question. Man,
quit being a goddamn victim all the time, Mark. You poor black guy.
Do I
sound
victimized?
Do I
sound victimized? Do I sound victimized by you at all? Do I sound victimized by you at all? Is that really what you think I sound like, silly man?
I think you're a lazy ass that just like sit around and preach hate.
Lazy.
Yes, you are.
What is the history of calling black people? No, ignorant man, I'm lazy. But what's the history of calling black people lazy? But you're not racist.
There ain't no lazy white guys. You judgmental racist black guy, you.
Name again. I'm gonna challenge you again. Name the white person that's ever been called lazy. Name him. Name one. Stupid, just an ignorant old backwoods snaggletooth tobacco
Joe
chewing
Biden,
cuss.
he's a lazy old son of a bitch,
And I'm gonna tell you something else too. You got 30 seconds to acknowledge it was a blue wave, because you one of those devils who called him and said there wasn't going to be a blue wave.
There wasn't no blue wave.
There wasn't no blue wave. What kind of tobacco you chew? What kind of tobacco do you chew?
What kind of tobacco do you smoke? That's a big question.
I don't smoke at all.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Doggone ignorant devil. 866-99-SERIOUS. 704. God bless you. Good morning. Get woke. Get ready for impeachment. Welcome to Friday Morning Fight. 704. Question number one. Do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker?
No. I'm going with Sister Fudge.
Okay. Even though she hadn't committed yet?
Yeah, even though she hadn't committed, I'm saying that finally somebody has stepped forward, and it seems, I'm gonna go with. I called her D.C. office and both Ohio offices yesterday, offering my support and encouragement.
You would support Fudge over Clyburn?
Yeah, because Clyburn had a chance to be number 2, and he declined it. So he doesn't want leadership. He declined it.
But that's not true.
Yes, it is. He did decline.
Nope, that's not true.
Well, I know what I read. I know what I read.
No, but I know what was said on this show when he was on this show. So the question is, if he runs for speaker, will you support him?
Well, if he runs and she's running, then I'd have to make a decision at that time. But if he runs,
I'm asking you right now. Make a decision now. You potentially have. This is who you have. You have potentially Nancy Pelosi, possibly Karen Bass, possibly Marsha Fudge, and possibly Jim Clyburn. Who do you support?
I would go with Sister Fudge.
Okay, what's up?
Well, because she is someone new coming into the leadership. And that's what I think needs. You've got a lot of new people coming into the Congress. I think the leadership should reflect someone new. And so by her not being in there, Clyburn, Hoyer, they've been there for a long time. I would go with Sister Fudge. Some new leadership.
All right. Question number 2, do you support a boycott of states with racist governors and voter suppression?
If it was like a previous caller said, if it was targeted, because over a broad boycott is going to affect a lot of working class people.
Racist governors and voter suppression affect a lot of working class people.
Oh, I agree. I said it should be more targeted as opposed to a broad boycott. More targeted. And to answer one question. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, to answer one question the previous owner caller said about how do you pay for Medicare, you cut the Defense Department's budget. That's a good start right there. And, of course, the Medicare for all taxes would go up on everyone. I support that. And
maybe not. It's just the people who can afford it, who are getting all these breaks just by virtue of being rich, don't get all these doggone breaks. It doesn't have to go up on every. We're subsidizing the rich right now. The rest of us are.
I don't dispute that. I don't dispute that one bit. I'm just saying I'm part of a working committee with DSA, and that will be part of it. That your taxes, the way we looked at it, taxes would have to go up.
DSA is in Democratic Socialists
of America. Yeah, right. I'm a member. I am a socialist. And so the other question that the guy that you mentioned about Pelosi warming up to Medicare for all. That's good, but the bill's been out there since 2003, and she has opposed it. 127 members have signed it. She still hadn't endorsed it. Hoyer hasn't endorsed it. Clyburn just came around in 2017.
All righty. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
All right. Although we can't be so progressive on speakers and Medicare for all and then be conservative when it comes to boycott. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that. I'm just being honest with y'all. Well, we're going to be this way, but then if I say boycott, we gotta be careful. We gotta be, to me, that just, do we hear ourselves sometimes? This isn't just an exercise for me. Sometimes it's for us to listen to ourselves, you know? But we gotta be, Medicare for all, boycott a little bit. I don't know. All right, 262, real quick. I got to roll. 262. God bless you. Good morning. Get ready for impeachment. 262. Do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker? Yeah or nay?
I do, and because what could she do with the lying Republicans? They got a kick. They got off on shutting her down. So now she has a shot.
Okay. Question number 2. Do you support a boycott of states with racist governors and voter suppression?
Absolutely, and this is for fucked up, stupid white man. I have never felt in my heart aches for Gillum, and I'm a white man, buddy. So stick it up your stupid white person's ass.
All right, 262. Enjoy your weekend. We'll be back. Float like butterflies, sting like a bee. Friday morning fights on MIP. I think I'm going to take a couple more calls during the break. We're going to let this roll. Okay. Huh? Yeah, and bring my computer. 919. Yeah, 919. God bless you. Good morning. Friday Morning Fights, 919. Do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker?
Sure, Nancy Pelosi, Barbara Lee, the woman you mentioned, Bud. I support anyone, everybody chooses.
All right. Do you support a boycott of states with racist governors and voter suppression?
Yeah, I mean that just works.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Good enough. Thank you. Have a good weekend. 402. God bless you. Good morning. Get woke. Get ready for impeachment. Do you support Nancy Pelosi for House Speaker? 402.
Good morning, Mark. No, I think they all need to go. Her and
no, but I tell you what you're gonna do though. You said it was gonna be a red tsunami. You're gonna apologize to me right now. You're gonna admit you were wrong right now, right here, right now.
Well, you know what, Mark?
No, I don't understand what are you saying. I mean, you beating around.
Okay, you won the House. You won the
what?
You won the House, but historically.
But no, you said you called up here every week. The Lord sent and said there was going to be a red tsunami.
Well, there was no blue wave. Barely blue
Flow like butterfly, sting like a bee. Friday Morning Fights on MIP. Just a little bit of time left. Oh, we're going to get to that. George is an hour. I was talking to him during the break. Y'all, you on the radio couldn't hear. Remember when George would call every week and say, red tsunami, red tsunami. And there was no red tsunami. You did. You just call every week and say red tsunami. Say it. Say you were wrong. Say it right now for all the radio listeners to hear. Be a man. Have some courage.
Okay,
stand up and say you were wrong as rain.
I was wrong, and
good.
Historically,
but you wrong.
But
see, typical man. That's why women don't like us, Andrew. Because when we apologize, we just can't say I'm sorry. We got to say I'm sorry.
Hey, speak for yourself here.
I'm sorry, but I was wrong. But when you do that, when you say that in an argument, especially to a woman now, and you say the but after it, they don't even. This just goes. You just dead wrong. You just were dead, stinking wrong, George. That's all there is to it.
That's not the first time. That's not the first time.
Well, at least you man enough to admit that. Bye. 866-99 serious. We don't have a consensus. I'm gonna call it that. We're split. I mean, there might be a slight edge in favor of her, but I can't even say that. I'm gonna say it's split decision. From all the calls we've had this week, and you can dispute it. Tweet at me. Instagram me, Minister with 2 T's. Tweet at me, at Make It Plain. Facebook, Make It Plain. Comment YouTube, Make It Plain. I'm calling a split decision in terms of our audience on Nancy Pelosi. But it's not a split decision on boycott. Just about all y'all say you're ready to boycott, even those you want to be conservative and measured and, willy-nilly on the boycott. But we're split on Nancy. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee. This has been Friday Morning Fights on MIP.